Council of Advisors adopt condolence motion on Milestone tragedy, nominates 2 teachers for state honor. Special prayers in all religious premises on Friday. Two more Milestone students die as 5 identified by DNA. China. Government forms new pay commission headed by former Finance Secretary Zakir Ahmed Khan. Report due in 6 months. Council of Advisors decides party symbols banned in local government elections, says advisor Asif Mahmood Shojipuya. Ex-Chief Justice ABM Khairul Haq arrested for scrapping caretaker system. Lawyers seek harsh punishment. Council of Advisors endorses amendment of criminal procedure. Reason of arrest and location must be informed within 12 hours of arrest, says law advisor Asif Nazrul. NCP holds roadside rallies in Brahmanbaria and Hobiganj. July charter to be realized by August 5th, says Nahid Islam. Israeli parliament endorses West Bank occupation amid ongoing Gaza offensive. And Pakistan back consolation win, beating Bangladesh by 74 runs in 30-20. Tigers seal the series by 2-1. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Tulika Mulika Das, welcoming you all to News at 10. You have just heard the highlights, now let's move on to the details. The Council of Advisors adopted a condolence motion in memory of those who lost their lives in the recent jet crash at Uttara. The meeting of the Council of Advisors was held at the Chief Advisor's office today. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus presided over the meeting. At the beginning of the meeting, a 1-minute silence was observed, followed by prayers seeking eternal peace for the departed souls. The Council of Advisors in its meeting decided to extend full government support to the families of those lost their lives and for the treatment of those suffered injured. Regarding government support to the families of the victims, the Ministry of Education has been tasked with consulting Milestone School and College authorities to determine the appropriate steps moving forward. The meeting also decided to confer state honor on 2 teachers of Milestone School and College who sacrificed their lives to save children. The meeting decided that special prayers will be offered at all religious institutions across the country tomorrow, seeking forgiveness for the deceased and a speedy recovery for the injured. Amendments to the Criminal Procedure Code have been brought to the Advisory Council. Besides, the Advisory Council decided not to use party symbols in
রাতে মাইলস্টোন স্কুলে যে মর্মান্তিক বিমান দুর্ঘটনা ঘটেছে সেখানে আমাদের যে কোমলমতি সন্তানরা মারা গেছেন, যারা আহত হয়েছেন, তাদের জন্য আমরা 1 মিনিটের নীরবতা পালন করেছি, একটা শোক প্রস্তাব গ্রহণ করেছি, ওখানে আমরা দোয়া করেছি। আজকে আমরা সিআরপিসি বা ফৌজদারি কার্যবিধি সংশোধন করেছি, অ্যামেন্ডমেন্ট করেছি। এই অ্যামেন্ডমেন্টটা কার্যকর হওয়ার পর থেকে যে গ্রেফতার করবে, যে পুলিশ অফিসার, তার ক্লিয়ার আইডেন্টিটি থাকতে হবে, তার নেম প্লেট থাকতে হবে, তার আইডি কার্ড থাকতে হবে। যে ব্যক্তি গ্রেফতার হচ্ছে নিজ চাহিদা মাত্র যে পুলিশ গ্রেফতার করছে তাকে আইডেন্টিটি কার্ড দেখাতে হবে, এটা ম্যান্ডেটরি। এরপর হচ্ছে তাকে যখন থানায় নিয়ে আসা হবে, যত দ্রুত সম্ভব গ্রেফতারকৃত ব্যক্তির পরিবার, বন্ধু বা লয়ারকে তার সাথে যোগাযোগ করে জানাতে হবে যে আপনি গ্রেফতার করেছে, আমরা এই কারণে গ্রেফতার করেছি, এই মামলায় গ্রেফতার করেছি এবং গ্রেফতারকৃত ব্যক্তি এখানে আছেন এবং কোনো অবস্থাতেই 12 ঘন্টার বেশি সময় নেওয়া যাবে না, এর মধ্যে জানাতেই হবে।
সিটি কর্পোরেশন আইন 2015 এর 32 ক ধারা পৌরসভা আইন 2015 এর 20 এর কধারা, উপজেলা পরিষদ আইন 2015 এর 16 এর কধারা এবং ইউনিয়ন পরিষদ আইন 2015 এর 19 এর কধারা, যেই ধারাগুলোর মাধ্যমে দলীয় প্রতীকে নির্বাচনের সিদ্ধান্ত হয়েছিল, সেই ধারাগুলো আজকে বিলুপ্ত করার প্রস্তাব উত্থাপন করা হয়েছিল এবং সেটা উপদেষ্টা পরিষদে অনুমোদন করা হয়েছে। ফলে দলীয় প্রতীকে স্থানীয় সরকার নির্বাচনে অংশগ্রহণ করার আর কোনো সুযোগ নেই। এখন থেকে ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল প্রতীকে স্থানীয় সরকার নির্বাচনগুলো হবে।
সরকারি, আধা সরকারি এবং অটোনোমাস বডির যারা কর্মচারী আছেন তাদের বেতনের যে অ্যাডজাস্টমেন্ট সেটা এখনো ঠিক মতো হয়নি। সেই জন্য গভর্নমেন্ট মনে করেছে যে একটা পে স্কেল হওয়া উচিত এবং এই পে স্কেলটা নেতৃত্ব করবেন ডক্টর জাকির আহমেদ খান, উনি ফর্মার ফিনান্স সেক্রেটারি ছিলেন। আর এদের 6 মাস এনাদের কর্ম সময়। গোপালগঞ্জের বিষয়ে বিচার বিভাগীয় কমিশন হচ্ছে এবং এটার নেতৃত্ব দিবেন সুপ্রিম কোর্টের ফর্মার জাস্টিস ডক্টর আবু তারিক, উনি এটাকে নেতৃত্ব দিবেন। এটা 6 সদস্য বিশিষ্ট কমিটি।
Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus has ordered preparing a list of those killed in attacks by terrorists of Bangladesh Chhatra League and other affiliated bodies of Awami League, and also by state forces on the orders of the then government in the 15 years before the July mass uprising in 2024. He made the order when father of brutally killed Buet student Abrar Fahad Muhammad Barkatullah, Fahad's younger brother Abrar Fayaz and maternal uncle Muhammad Mufazzal Hussain met him at the State Guest House Jamuna this afternoon. The family of martyr Abrar Fahad requested the chief advisor an investigation into each incident of killing by preparing a list of the victims of the attacks carried out by terrorists of Awami League and its affiliated organizations before the July mass uprising. Muhammad Barkatullah requested the chief advisor to take initiatives on behalf of the government to expedite the trial in the Abrar Fahad murder case. He also said Fahad's mother still cries for her son. No other mother should have to suffer the pain of losing her child, and no mother's chest should be empty. Abrar Fahad's younger brother Abrar Fayaz requested the chief advisor to make all educational institutions more student-friendly. He also requested the government to take strict measures to stop ragging in Buet. Chief Advisor Professor Yunus said the brutal killing of Abrar Fahad stunned the entire nation. A fair trial must be held in this incident by preparing a list of those killed in the attacks by Awami League and its organizations terrorists before the 2024 July mass uprising. Each incident will be investigated, he said. Chief Advisor said investigations are underway into the killings committed using the state forces on the orders of the then government. He said the interim government has already taken measures. Founding member secretary of the Foundation for Disaster Forum and adjunct faculty at the Institute of Disaster Management and Vulnerability Studies of Dhaka University, Gohar Naim Wara, paid a courtesy call on Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus. The meeting was held at the State Guest House Jamuna this afternoon. Death toll in the Monday's plane crash incident at Milestone School and College has risen to 31 so far. 51 and other injured have been admitted to various hospitals in the capital. Of them, 42 have been admitted to National Burn and Plastic Surgery Institute. On the other hand, 8 admitted at Dhaka CMH and another 1 to Shahid Mansur Ali Medical College Hospital. Authorities concerned informed that of the patients admitted to National Burn Institute, 6 of them are in critical condition, 13 severely injured, while 23 others are partially injured. Meanwhile, Health Advisor Noor Zahan Begum met with the Singaporean medical team at the National Burn Institute this evening. The Health Advisor also met with the relatives of the deceased and expressed sympathies to them. The Singaporean medical team have expressed satisfaction over the ongoing treatment facilities. Controversial former Chief Justice ABM Khairul Haq has been arrested. Detective Branch of Police arrested him from his residence in Dhanmondi this morning. Khairul Haq delivered a controversial and politically motivated verdict declaring the caretaker government system unconstitutionally, allegedly at the directive of authoritarian Sheikh Hasina. This verdict gave Sheikh Hasina an opportunity to deprive the people of their voting rights and marked the beginning of a fascist regime. Besides, he has faced various allegations, including declaring Islamic fatwa illegal, ordering the eviction of BNP chairperson Khaleda Zia from her cantonment residence, and abusing his power while in office. Lawyers have expressed satisfaction over the arrest of former Chief Justice ABM Khairul Haq and thanked the Chief Advisor of the interim government. They also demanded exemplary punishment for Khairul Haq. The demands were made today by lawyers including Advocate Jainul Abedin, Vice Chairman of the Bangladesh Bar Council, in front of the Annex building of the Supreme Court. Commerce advisor Sheikh Bashruddin has said that Bangladesh will once again hold a meeting with the US trade delegation regarding the reduction of additional tariffs imposed by the US government. Expressing optimism about the reduction of tariffs on Bangladeshi products in the US market, he said they are waiting for an invitation. He added that the meeting will take place and he is hopeful that tariffs will be lowered. He made these remarks while speaking to reporters at the Secretariat in the afternoon about the US imposed tariffs on Bangladeshi exports and other recent issues. Mentioning that the US trade delegation has scheduled an online meeting for Friday, he said that the Bangladeshi government is not taking any steps that would harm national interests. He stressed that the government is making efforts to safeguard the country's interests and noted that even if the meeting does not occur by August 1st, there will still be opportunities for future discussions on the tariff issue. Opening of the UN Human Rights High Commission office in Dhaka will not go against the interests of Bangladesh. Foreign advisor Mohammed Tawhid Hussain said this at a briefing on contemporary issues at the Foreign Ministry today. He said the government has taken this decision by ensuring the interests of the country. The advisor further said that India is one of the countries which provided assistance following the tragic air crash at Milestone School and College on Monday. He said Bangladesh does not want to be too much dependent on any country, adding that people-to-people contact with India is always excellent, which is a positive sign. Bangladesh always want to continue good relation with India, the advisor added. National Citizen Party NCP will continue its nationwide march demanding for reform, justice and a new constitution, said party convener Nahid Islam. He said various political parties have already begun shifting their positions and are now working in favor of reforms. NCP is determined to realize the goals of the July Charter by August 5th. He made this announcement while addressing a roadside rally at the Jatiyo Bir Abdul Qudus Makhon Pouro Muktomoncho in Brahmanbaria town. Later in the afternoon, NCP leaders attended another rally in Hobiganj. As part of a month-long campaign, NCP is organizing rallies across the country, remembering the martyrs and injured of the July mass uprising while reiterating its commitment to rebuilding Bangladesh. The party has already held at least 50 rallies in various parts of the country. Earlier in the day, central NCP leaders met with the families of the July movement's martyrs and injured before joining the Brahmanbaria rally. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir met with the grieving families affected by the tragic plane crash at Uttora's Milestone School. During the visit, he assured that the BNP would stand beside the bereaved families. At around 11 a.m., he went to the Terar Tek Mosque area in Diabari, where he offered prayers for the departed souls. He expressed condolences to the victims' families, saying that there are no words to console in such a tragedy. He urged authorities to quickly prepare a list of the deceased and injured and to locate the missing individuals. Additionally, the BNP called for DNA tests to be conducted as soon as possible so that the bodies can be handed over to the families. Now moving on to the international news.